Have you ever wondered what caused the mighty Roman Empire, a civilization that once ruled the world, to fall into oblivion? Let's take a moment to appreciate the grandeur of this mighty empire at its zenith. Imagine a vast expanse of territory sprawling across 3 continents, from the sun-soaked sands of Africa to the frigid frontiers of Britain. Picture a civilization so advanced that its architectural marvels, legal systems, and military strategies continue to shape the world we know today. Imagine walking through the heart of Rome, gazing upon the Colosseum, a testament to Roman engineering prowess. Picture yourself standing in the Roman Senate, where laws that laid the foundation for modern jurisprudence were debated and passed. Visualize the disciplined Roman legions, their military strategies still studied in academies around the globe. But as they say, all good things must come to an end, and so did the Roman Empire. The downfall of the Roman Empire did not occur overnight. It was a slow, gradual process. Imagine a colossal giant, his strength unmatched, his reign unchallenged. But slowly, he begins to falter. His steps become unsteady, his vigor wanes. This is the picture of the Roman Empire at the start of its decline. The empire's strength was undeniable, its influence far-reaching, but even the mightiest of titans are not immune to the ravages of time and the seeds of their own undoing. First came the division of the empire. In the late 3rd century, Emperor Diocletian decided that the empire was too vast, too unwieldy to be governed by a single ruler. He divided it into 2 parts, the Eastern and Western Roman Empire, each ruled by its own emperor. This division, meant to streamline governance, instead sowed the seeds of discord and rivalry. Next, economic troubles started to gnaw at the empire's foundations. Rome's economy relied heavily on loots from conquered lands and the labor of slaves, but as the empire's expansion slowed, so did the influx of spoils and new slaves. The economy stagnated and inflation soared. The once prosperous empire was now plagued by financial instability. Adding to the economic woes was the empire's over-reliance on slave labor. Rome was built on the backs of slaves. They worked the fields, served in homes, fought in arenas. As the number of slaves dwindled, the economy took a further hit. The Romans found themselves in a paradoxical situation. Their grand lifestyle, made possible by the toil of slaves, was now threatened by the very system they had built. These were not isolated incidents but interconnected threads of a complex tapestry. The division of the empire led to weakened unity, the economic troubles bred discontent, and the over-reliance on slave labor threatened the very lifestyle the Romans held dear. These initial cracks in the empire set the stage for a series of events that would eventually lead to its downfall. One of the most significant blows to the Roman Empire was the invasion of barbarian tribes. As the empire grappled with internal decay, external threats were looming. The Visigoths, Ostrogoths, Vandals and Huns were on the march, and Rome was their ultimate prize. Each of these tribes played a unique role in the weakening of the empire, but their collective impact was nothing short of catastrophic. Let's start with the Visigoths. They were a Germanic tribe that, despite being initially allied with Rome, turned against the empire due to harsh treatment and exploitation. In the year 410, they famously sacked the city of Rome, marking the first time in nearly 800 years that Rome fell to a foreign enemy. Next up, the Ostrogoths. This tribe, also of Germanic origin, played a significant role in the decline of the Western Roman Empire. Their invasion and subsequent takeover of Italy in the late 5th century further destabilized the empire, sapping it of its military and economic power. Then there were the Vandals, a tribe known for their destructive tendencies. They invaded Rome in the 5th century, wreaking havoc and destruction. The term vandalism today is a testament to their infamous legacy. Their sack of Rome in 455 is considered one of the most devastating in history. Finally, the Huns, a nomadic tribe from Central Asia, posed a constant threat to the empire. Their relentless attacks and invasions caused significant strain on Rome's military resources. The fear they instilled in other Germanic tribes led to mass migrations into Roman territory, further destabilizing the empire. Each invasion chipped away at the empire's strength. Territories were lost, military power was depleted, and the economy was in ruins. The Roman Empire, once a beacon of power and civilization, was now a shadow of its former self. The continuous invasions led to a significant loss of territories, further weakening the already crumbling empire. But the fall of the Roman Empire was not just due to external threats, it was also rotting from within. Imagine a mighty oak tree, towering and seemingly invincible. Yet beneath its sturdy exterior it's being eaten away by termites. That's what happened to the Roman Empire. It wasn't just the barbarian invasions that brought it down. It was also the internal decay, the rot from within that played a significant role in its downfall. Political corruption was one such termite. The Roman Empire had a vast bureaucracy, and with that came the inevitable corruption. Officials were often more interested in their own gain than in the welfare of the empire. Bribery and extortion were widespread. The Senate, once a powerful institution, had become a puppet in the hands of emperors, who were often more concerned with their own glory than the health of the empire. The rise of the Eastern Empire was another termite gnawing away at the Roman Empire. As the wealth of the empire shifted towards the east, so did the power. The Eastern Empire, with its capital at Byzantium, was richer and more stable than the West. As a result, the Western Empire began to lose its influence and power, further weakening its position. The loss of traditional Roman values was yet another termite contributing to the decay. The Romans were known for their discipline, their work ethic, and their respect for law and order. But as the empire grew and became more diverse, these values began to erode. The Roman citizens became less involved in public affairs, and the sense of civic duty that had once been so strong started to wane. The internal decay of the empire was like a termite eating away at a wooden structure, slowly but surely leading to its collapse. The fall of the Roman Empire was a complex process, with many factors playing a role, but one thing is clear: the rot from within was just as damaging, if not more so, than the threats from without. While the Roman Empire was crumbling from within and under attack from outside, the final blow came in the form of the fall of Rome in 476 AD. It's a date etched in time, a pivotal moment that marked the end of an era. The once invincible Roman Empire, which had held sway over vast territories spanning 3 continents, was now on its knees. Its grandeur and glory were fading, like the setting sun at the end of a long and eventful day. The man at the center of this monumental event was Romulus Augustus, the last Roman emperor. A young boy of just 15, Augustus was thrust into a role of immense responsibility. But his reign was short-lived. Within a year, he was deposed by the Germanic king Odoacer, marking the end of the Western Roman Empire. The fall of Rome didn't happen overnight. It was the result of a complex web of factors, each contributing in its own way to the empire's decline. The relentless attacks by barbarian tribes, the political instability, the economic crises, the moral decay, all these factors played their part. But it was the fall of Rome that delivered the final blow, the coup de grace that brought the mighty empire to its knees. The city that had once been the center of the world, the heart of an empire that stretched from the British Isles to the Persian Gulf, was now in ruins. It was a sight that would have been unimaginable to the Romans of the past, who saw their city not just as the capital of an empire, but as the center of the universe. Yet, even in its fall, Rome made its presence felt. The legacy of the Roman Empire lives on in the languages we speak, the laws we follow, the cities we live in, and the way we think about the world. It's a testament to the enduring influence of Rome that even after its fall, it continues to shape our lives in ways big and small. And so the once mighty Roman Empire fell, leaving behind a legacy that would shape the world for centuries to come. The fall of the Roman Empire was not the end, but rather the beginning of a new era. An era that saw the rise of a new power, the Byzantine Empire, an empire that would carry on the legacy of Rome for another 1,000 years. It was a time that witnessed the spread of Christianity, a religion that was once persecuted under Roman rule, now becoming the dominant faith in Europe, shaping the continent's culture, politics, and identity. But perhaps the most profound aftermath was the start of the Middle Ages, a period often referred to as the Dark Ages. Despite the name, it was a time of significant societal and cultural developments, with kingdoms rising and falling, with art and literature flourishing, and with the seeds of the modern world being sown. The fall of the Roman Empire is a reminder that even the mightiest can fall, but it's also a testament to the enduring power of civilization and human resilience.